Hey friends, welcome back to Llama Mama Kayla's Yarn Tube. I'm Kayla, and I want to say thank you for stopping by for our visit today. I'm always so excited to visit with you guys, and I just thank you for coming by and visiting. So today is what is today? It might be Tuesday. I think today's Tuesday. Yes, it's Tuesday. Um, and I don't know the numbers, but anyway, I'm off on everything. I just can't keep up with what's going on. I'm barely keeping my head above water. I can't keep up with other things, and I can't keep up with other people. So I'm doing the best that I can, tending to myself. Do you ever have days, weeks, months like that where you just can't deal with other stuff? All you can deal with is your own issues. I'm in that mode right now. I've been here for a while, and I don't know if I'm ever going to get out of this mode. But anyway, my goal is just tend to myself, do what I need to do to keep my head above water. So today I am drinking Louisiana sweet tea right off the Walmart shelf. It is so good. I love Louisiana sweet tea. That's what I've always drank. And some days you just need that comfort. And that's what I needed this morning for sure. Anyway, guys, what's going on at the Miller house? Well, if I don't know if you've seen, probably people don't see every video, so I'm gonna recap just a little bit. My son Elijah and his two dogs, Ginger and Django, they moved out on the 18th, and so they've been staying at their new place since then. But he comes here every night when he gets off work to get boxes of his stuff and take home with him. He still has a load of stuff. Their bedrooms were small, but my gosh, both of them, Dakota and Elijah, had a lot of stuff packed in those rooms. I never go in their bedrooms. I feel like that's their own, when Dakota lived at home and Elijah too. I never would go in their bedrooms because I always felt like that's their private space. And so I never even opened the doors, never looked in there or anything. So I don't know. But obviously, when Dakota was moving out, I was just like, more? Oh my gosh, you had all that in your room? And the same with Elijah. It's like stuff just keeps coming out, keep coming out. But he's still got a lot of stuff. He hadn't even moved furniture yet. He moved bed, but that's all. He still has quite a few large furniture pieces that he needs to get. And they probably get like Thursday afternoon, I think. Okay, so anyway, he has been moving, and not only did he have his bedroom stuff, he had stuff in other parts of the house, like he had bathroom stuff. He had lots and lots of kitchen stuff. So much kitchen stuff that when Dakota moved out, he took all his kitchen stuff, which was baking and cooking stuff, that was his. And so we felt like we lost half the kitchen. Well, now Elijah moving out, we lost the other half of the kitchen because he had lots of um, cutting boards, pots and pans, knives, and stuff like that. So we lost the other half of our kitchen. So we had to order Big Daddy a set of pots and pans. Otherwise, we wouldn't have anything to cook with. Well, I don't cook. Big Daddy does. He picks himself some meals. But anyway, we had to order him some pots and pans and um, bacon stuff. So anyway, hopefully that'll come in soon because he is without dishes at the moment. And so, yeah, we lost a lot of our kitchen stuff. Although it belonged to the boys, it did belong to them. It wasn't our stuff that they took. Over the years, as our kids got older, Well, my kids have always cooked. They would go to the library and look at recipes. This is before, like internet was a big thing, or smartphones and all that. They would always go to the library and get cookbooks and look up recipes and make out their list and go to Walmart and get all their stuff, ingredients and stuff. And then as cell phones and computer, and all that kind of stuff, they would look up recipes and write down their ingredients and go to the Walmart and get all the stuff they wanted to cook. So they've always been into cooking. And so as they got older and outgrew toys, we would get them cooking things for Christmas or birthdays and stuff like that, and they loved it because that's what they enjoyed doing. And so that's why they owned half our kitchen. Oh goodness. Anyway, so Elijah's busy moving his stuff every night. Dakota came over the other night and brought his new dog Windsor to visit with us, and that is a cutest little puppy. And Phoebe was not having it. She was like, "No, do not let that dog get in my bed." She was so upset. And the little dog was just so adorable and cute. I'm like, Phoebe, how could you not like that baby? But she didn't like him at all. She was just like, no. Anyway, we enjoyed visiting with our boys, a lot. And so they're both coming for Thanksgiving. Big Daddy has planned out their Thanksgiving meal, and he has lots of things that is making, and then Dakota's making something, Elijah's making something. So they should have a good meal on Thanksgiving. And I'll just enjoy visiting with them, and I will enjoy that tremendously. So I'm looking forward to that. And then after the meal and stuff, they're supposed to be moving some of Elijah's furniture using Big Daddy's truck since he is home, and they can load up that truck with that heavy, heavy furniture. Big Daddy is not going to touch it. He's got strict orders from his wife not to be picking up anything or pulling on anything, because I do not want his back to get flared up and cause him all that trouble again. That was miserable for him and me. So try to keep him from thinking he's, Mr. Mighty Man and can do stuff. Anyway, guys, so today I want to talk to you about a project that I'm going to be doing in January. Now, I feel kind of weird talking about a January project when we have December coming up next. I do not know what my December project is because my oldest son, Dakota, is planning that for me. He's planning out my December project, and he's putting it all together. And so I don't know what it is yet. It's going to be a surprise for me and a surprise for you. So hopefully he's going to have that all done soonish. He may even have it done by Thanksgiving. I don't know. But he don't have many days afterwards to get it done, but he will. He's working on it now. He told me that I'll enjoy it. So there we have it. So anyway, when I find out my December project, I will come and let you know and tell you about it and tell you what's going on. But right now, I do know my January project. And some other YouTubers are joining in doing this project, and I'm not sure who all. But when I find out who all is working on the project, I will link those other YouTubers in the, description box below. And anyone can join in on this. You don't have to have a YouTube channel. You just, have to be willing to crochet and want to make something beautiful. And so I learned about this from Lynette at Charmed Grammy Crochet. She was sharing about this project, and I looked at it, and I looked up the book and did a little research on it, and I was like, yes, I'm going to do that. And so I'm going to do it. And actually, I bought this book before I lost this other finger. And so but I'm still going to do it. I am. I promise you, I'm going to be able to do it. So the book and the project is called Sophie's Universe. And so it is this wonderful blanket that is very, very beautiful. And that is the project. This book is one pattern. Don't let that intimidate you, though. This is a crochet along. And I believe the YouTubers who are going to do this, we're kind of all doing it together. Like we're going to stay at the same pace, I believe, so that if anyone needs help, they can help each other and stuff. So I don't think anyone's going to be jumping ahead and trying to complete it or anything like that. It's going to be, that's my understanding at this moment, that we're all going to kind of stay together and work on this. I got to find out who all is doing it so that I can, be in touch. Anyway, so yes, this book is one pattern, but it has lots of pictures. So that does take up a lot of space for a book. But I have, went through this and it is very doable. You just do one row at a time. You can't look at the whole thing and say, "Oh, I can't do that." If you can crochet and you can do a single, a half double, a double crochet. I'm not sure if there's any trebles in here, but I mean, a treble is just one more step from a double crochet, and I am talking U.S. terms. You can do this, so don't let anything like this intimidate you. But see, each page has lots of pictures, so that does take up a lot of space on the pages, and that's why it takes this whole book to make the pattern. So I was trying to see if I could find a very good picture. If I could find a picture of like a completed. I'm not finding one, and I have trouble holding this book up because of the size of it. The book is broke down into different parts. Here's some pictures on the back. Let me see if I can show you that. And of course, you can use whatever colors one wants to use with this. And so I'm picking out my colors, and that's what I was going to talk to you about today. It's kind of like the mandala blanket to me, except it's square. It turns out to be a square blanket. And in the book up here, it does tell about the colors. And I will say this blanket uses a lot of yarn. Like possibly 4,265 yards. Is that correct? I think so. 4,265 yards. And the main color that you're going to use uses like a super lot of yarn too. It uses about half of that. And then you have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. About 11 different colors. 10, 11 different colors. I'm not exactly sure, just looking at this, right, like this. 1, 2, 3. About 10 or 11 colors. And so I'm picking out those colors. And so what I decided I was going to do is this pattern is going to be a lot of work. I'm not lying about it. It's going to be a lot of work. Okay. So normally when I do projects, I have no I have no problems mixing yarn, mixing Red Heart. I love this yarn. Craft Smart, Crafter Secret, just whatever, impeccable. I have no issues mixing those yarns together in projects. But for this project, I feel like this is going to be a special project. I feel like it's going to turn out awesome. I'm jumping the gun there. I feel like this project is going to be awesome. And I feel like this project is going to be like um, a project to get passed down in the family, right? So I wanted to do this all in one brand of yarn. And this is a project that I fully expect my kids to fight over until one of them's deaf. Because that is going to be a lot of work, and they better appreciate that. And when I'm dead and gone, they better fight over this blanket, okay? Until one of them's deaf, and then the winner gets the blanket, right? Okay, so I've decided I'm going to use Premier Yarn to create my Sophie's Universe blanket. So I am looking through here. There's so many beautiful, beautiful colors. So I'm looking through here, picking out my colors that I'm going to use. Where am I at right now? Let me see if I... Okay, so this is what I'm picking out. So I'm picking from this page, and I'm picking my colors. And so I know that I want my main color, the color I'm going to use the most of, is going to be a turquoise color. And so I have that color right here. Sorry. I have that color right here, and then I'm just picking my other colors off of this, and that's what I will be ordering for this blanket. So I have a little time. I don't have to put the order in right away, but around the first part of December, I want to have this order put in so that I have my yarn, and I know that it's here. I'm not waiting on it to arrive, and I can start this blanket in January. And I don't know how long this blanket's going to last. I don't know how long it's going to take us to do it, because I'm not in on the info of how we're going to work through it, how quickly or whatever. I think it's going to be a slow roll. So this project may last a pretty long time. But I'm excited about it. I can't wait to make this blanket and to pick out my premier yarn to make my blanket out of. I think that will be, I wanted a good quality yarn to make this blanket, and so that's why I chose the Premier yarn. And thankfully, they sent me this little booklet with my yarn order, and it just shows all the different pretty, beautiful colors that they have. And I can go through here and just pick out my colors and order them, and they will come, and I can get started in January. But anyway, that's what I'm going to be working on in January. Anyone is welcome to join along. I'm not really trying to convince anyone to join in, but if it's your thing and you want to jump in and join, feel free to go right ahead. But if not, that's fine too. There's going to be lots of YouTubers doing this blanket starting in January, and so I'm excited to join in with them and also work on this blanket. But anyway, guys, yeah. And I'll be excited to find out what my December project is. That's a mystery to me. And so Dakota's getting it together, and then when he springs it on me, I'll let you guys know. And that'll be a project that I'll work on every day in December. And it may carry over, Dakota said. He said, how many days do you want to work on this project? I said, well, 24, 25. And he said, what about all of December? And I said, well, that's fine. He said, what about some of January? I said, well, that'll probably be fine too. I'll be starting this. But when you do a project like this, the center of it, and as you get started, it doesn't take long to do that. And I don't even know that we're going to work on this every day. I have no idea what the plan is for that yet. But anyway, so his December project may bleed over into January, he said. So we'll see. Dakota knows what I like. He he is crafty himself. He paints and does Cricut stuff and embroidery and stuff like that. So he is crafty himself. So he understands craftiness and doing crafty things. And he knows me. He knows my likes and dislikes very well because, he's 31. How old is he? Is he 31? He may be fixing to be 32 years old. Anyway, he knows me. He knows his mom. And so I'm excited to see what he picks out for December. Anyway, guys, that's my plans coming up. I have a December project that I don't know anything about. And I feel weird even telling you about it because I have no clue what it is. And then I have this January project planned right here. This book is on Amazon, and I will link it below. It's about $15. If anyone is interested in getting it, I will link it below, or you can go and look at it. And I'm not sure if the book on Amazon lets you look inside, but it might possibly. But anyway, if you're interested in this, you can do more research for yourself and decide if that's something for you or not. And if you are another YouTuber and you're interested in doing this, let me know, and we can all get hooked up together that for all the YouTubers that are going to be working on this blanket. Anyway, I'm excited about that. And I hope you all have a great day and stay warm if it's cold where you are, and stay cool if it's hot where you are. In Louisiana, it is pretty cool here today, so I'm trying to stay warm. I have just been wearing this wrap in the house and my hat, trying to keep, my core body temp up and keeping my hands warm and all that kind of stuff. But I think it's supposed to warm back up this next week. I'm thinking. I don't know where I read that at or what told me that. I ask Alexa every day what's the temperature, and she's like, do you want to know tomorrow's temperature? And I'm like, no, I like asking you every day. So I ask her every day what the temperature is. If she was to tell me tomorrow's temperature, I would forget it and have to ask again. So I'll just ask every day. Anyway, I'll let you all get going. I hope you have a great evening doing, something that you enjoy. It is a beautiful day to crochet. We don't have a fireplace, but if we did, it would be lovely to sit by a fireplace and crochet. And if you have a fireplace, just do that for me. Just do that for me. I would love to know that someone is sitting by their fireplace and crocheting. Anyway, guys, I will talk to you all later. Bye, friends.